wanted to bring you guys a little bit of an update on a ticker that we were trying to follow for you ahead of the Taylor Swift concert that she was doing at AMC. It wasn't very well promoted, but it's Taylor Swift. She draws traffic, whether it's social media or not. And we were hoping that the AMC apes were going to kind of take this and run with it, or there would be some sort of activity. But I actually saw TRON, not stock related, but TRON Aries was fantastic. And I'm hoping that the box office numbers will move the apes into consideration and maybe short squeezing the stock into our target that we've been waiting for. But we in fact got a new dark pool print, and we wanted to kind of share it with you, let you know what we think, see what you guys think, see if it's still gonna squeeze. Is it gonna get to the targets that we had talked about in our previous video? Let's check it out together. Here we still have the original dark pool print that we had mentioned to you at the 312 area. We had said that the 312 had to break out, and it tapped it a little bit on August 3rd, October 3rd and 6th. And I believe that was around the time the Taylor Swift concert was being sort of promoted on social media. It was a 3-day concert. And the market spiked up a little bit. Frankly, very disappointing. Nothing, Burger. Nothing happened here. Our AI target still says it's going to go about 450, and this 504, which was a previous target. But the market has to break out above 312 and then sustain the breakout, right? So a breakout itself doesn't mean anything because we have resistance right here at around 350, and then we have resistance at 4. And if you can see over here, this big red candle, that's actually a liquidity sweep that was done back in May 14th of 2024. And that liquidity sweep has never been satisfied. So we'll see, what happens there. We did get a spike again. When was this? December 2024. Usually when you see a heavy dip on SPY and some of these, market makers use these memes as hedges. This was around the time of the, last year's drop. AMC went up, so on and so forth. But with this last squeeze on VIX, AMC was not used, but we saw this dark pool come in last night, or actually this evening, $2.83. What does that mean? Well, we know that market makers traded in this area and they logged in. Now, is it a buy or a sell? It's a trade, so we won't know anything until there's more catalyst. Again, we're hoping that the Tron Aries numbers come out. The movie was fantastic. Hopefully the revenues show for AMC, breakout of 312, and then that gives us our first AI target back to $4, and then the final target of $5.04. And then we'll see if eventually this big candle resolve itself. But in the meantime, we wanted to bring you a new print that we saw. Maybe the market will kind of consolidate here. We'll find out why these market makers traded in this area. But we thought it was something that we saw. It was extraordinary. It was very odd because this 312 has been sitting here for quite a bit. And we saw this new one. And this is not something you see a lot of dark pool of. There's plenty of float to buy this. It doesn't really get traded that often anymore. The float is too high. They've diluted the shares, just like GameStop and several others. Too much dilution. So it's very difficult if institutions don't step in, which could very well be this new dark pool. But you see this little consolidation and a spike. It could be that we get a breakout soon. Hopefully, but let's stay tuned. If you like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know if there's any tickers you want to see in particular. If you want to join our group, we'd love to have you.